Jonathan, a difficult evening. How do you sum that up?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a game of two halves. We'll be very disappointed in ourselves for the way we came out in the second half, considering how good the first half was. I mean, that was, complete domination in the first half, playing the way we want to play, and just it felt like we never really got going in the second half. And I think the goals really reflect that. They're poor goals and not typical of what you would expect from this team.
Needed to be more than one up, didn't you, at half-time, really? Or deserved to be, as well.
Yeah, you could say that, but I think we would have expected to continue that form from the first half into the second half anyway. So really, we've got to look at ourselves and figure out how we can maintain that form and not drop off, or at least react better, or be more prepared for the opposition to react.
It's so difficult to put your finger on it, isn't it? The difference between the two halves.
I mean, I think the other team came out with a lot more energy, and we expected that. But for whatever reason, we didn't quite handle it just well. I think we missed out on quite a lot of duels at times. But yeah, really, really frustrating second half.
In that first half, down that left-hand side with you and Josh and Isaac Hutchinson was really working well, and you caused them a lot of problems. Yeah,
it was a really enjoyable first half. Like you said, we connected really well. Second half, we just weren't able to quite find that connection again. There wasn't as much football being played. We weren't able to settle it as much. And I think that really did hurt us.
Was it that goal straight after half-time just knocked you a little bit?
I'm not sure if the goal, I would say, knocked us. I think we should, be ready for that. We should anticipate how they're going to come out, and we spoke about it as well. So that's the really frustrating part, is we anticipated they would come out with a lot of energy. We just didn't quite handle it properly, and like I said, it's a frustrating goal. We've got people throwing their bodies at it, and it takes a deflection before it goes in. But it's just we can be so much better than that.
Just weren't able to get anything going forward, were you? Second half, I think it was only one real chance second half.
Yeah, I think we found it harder to break them down. As you could see, at times we had good possession, but only around our box, and we struggled in our build a bit more. I think the opposition did a good job of making it harder to get the ball to us fullbacks, where we were having a lot more success in the first half. We didn't quite have that same joy in the second half.
No, and you say in that first half, it was almost, I think you had 60% possession in that first half, and even with all the changes to the team, it didn't seem to affect the fluency at all.
No, all the boys in the team have been in there at some stage, and obviously we all train together as well, so everyone knows their roles and responsibilities, which is why it can be so seamless like you saw in the first half. Just for whatever reason, we weren't able to find that same fluidity in the second half, and it ended up becoming a bit more direct, and it gave Tranmere a chance to get back into the game, obviously.
Big game on Saturday, and probably just the sort of game you really want after a second half like that.
Yeah, absolutely. The beauty of this league, and especially the run that we've had lately, is that there's a game every few days, so it's a huge chance for us to bounce back and react and put it right.
But can you look at the big picture and what's happened over the last few months? I know it's disappointing in this moment, but can you look at that big picture and think how well the team and how much progress the team has made?
We have looked at the big picture, and the team has definitely come a long way. But we also try and look at the here and now, and our goal in the here and now, especially across the last 5 or so games, has been to finish the season strong. And up until today, we've been doing a really good job of that, so we want to make sure we can continue to finish strong and put it right.
Jonathan, thanks very much.
Thank you.